My name is Mike Shapiro. I am one of the remaining businesses still at Baywalk. Some people offer a philosophical debate about the right to assemble or free speech. For me, it's not an academic discussion. It's very, very real. The uncontrolled activities on the sidewalk interfere and hurt business. Good public policy would be arriving at a solution that best serves the public, allows for the expression of free speech, provides a less incendiary environment and greater safety for those protesting as well as those visiting, and allows pleasant access and egress to the complex.
Thank you.
One final thought, please.
Next speaker, please.
We're
going to stay to our time, sir. Everyone is asked.
Vibrant, urban, busy, diverse, a place worthy of hosting a protest.
Please. Everyone is asked to stay to their time. Next speaker.
In the mayor's campaign now, I had a slogan, bring back Baywalk. Baywalk is critical to what goes on in this community, and you have to realize that. You have to give them the opportunity to prove the fact that control of the sidewalks is in their best interest to be successful. If you believe that the community downtown, that we've worked hard to get to where it is, and the people that live in million-dollar condominiums, as we speak, are not concerned about the future of Baywalk, and the condominiums that are yet to be sold in the million-dollar upper level is not going to provide a very significant tax base to this community, you're smoking something. We cannot afford to disrupt what's going on that's been positive in the last 10 years over people that want to protest. Everybody has First Amendment rights. The people that protest, the owners at Baywalk, the Mike Shapiros that are trying to keep their business alive, they got First Amendment rights. It's time that you defend the First Amendment rights of the people that are providing the tax base and the incentive that makes this city great from when we were struggling to have businesses downtown and redevelop downtown. That's what you need to do. Don't be fooled by these other things. Make the right decision.
Good morning. My name is Kathy Wilson. I'm a resident of St. Petersburg and live pretty close to downtown, so Baywalk is my movie theater. The protesters are simply a Band-Aid issue. There are many, many other problems with Baywalk that need to be solved before we talk about giving up public space. The main thrust of what I want you to consider is the precedent that this will allow. Now, the Baywalk management folks have talked about how difficult it is for them to control their business because they have no control of the sidewalk. They've talked about panhandlers. They've talked about protesters. Are any one of those problems something that the business owners on Central Avenue don't have? If we give Baywalk this public sidewalk, who's next? Bella Brava? The whole corridor of Central? Why shouldn't I, as a homeowner, get my sidewalk back? I mow it, I take care of it, but it's not really mine. Why shouldn't I get that back? Allowing this to happen, granting this vacation, will set a very dangerous precedent for the public movement within our city. This is not celebration. This is St. Petersburg. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Ray Arsenault. I think many of you know me. I'm a historian and former president of the ACLU of Florida. But I think this is a terrible idea, frankly, to vacate the Baywalk, the sidewalk. It's a classic quick fix, a very dangerous precedent. This whole thing reminds me one of my favorite historical stories related to this. In the 1920s, there were some legislators in Texas who had not been very good in algebra, and they introduced a bill in the Texas legislature to change the mathematical value of pi from 3.14 to 3. They said it would make life much easier if pi were 3.0. And they actually passed the bill. Well, I probably don't have to tell you how that turned out. In their view, it would have made life easier. But and this almost reminds me of that, frankly. And I remember in my college reunion a couple of years ago, I had to write a sort of account of where I'd been in my city. And I was so proud of St. Petersburg, talking about the new urbanism and all that we'd accomplished. And I hope I can do that again, frankly, that we can have the courage to make the right decision today. And so I implore you to rethink this. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
I feel like the business owners and the protesters want a lot of the same things. They want St. Pete to be attractive, and they want people to come to Baywalk, if anything. So I don't think that that's necessarily dangerous or conflicting, and I just hope that you guys don't vacate the sidewalk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Understand how, as elected officials, you can vote yes to this. I mean, maybe it's the people's wrong for electing you. I don't know. But as elected officials, I feel that you need to represent the people. And yeah, and I mean, it worries me that I'm only 19 years old and I have a lot of life left to live. And if you take away this, what else are you going to take away? And I don't know, it just really scares me. I don't want my freedom of speech to be taken away.
There are free speech spots all over the city and places where people that want to voice their opinions can be heard. And I'm absolutely for that. But I think it is a necessary decision for you all to vote to vacate that sidewalk so that we can once again go in, turn Baywalk around, and make it what it once was.
It has been brought up repeatedly that protesters block the entranceway to Baywalk. It is a myth. There are so many myths that have been stated here today. It's unbelievable. The sidewalk, if you look at it, is already mostly private. We have a very small area, and we are asked to move, which we do, in front of Baywalk and through the crosswalk. We are not allowed to stand there. We are not allowed to enter into Baywalk. It's impossible for us to impede traffic. If protesters are a problem, we haven't been there for 8 months. Why has Baywalk's business not improved? That is something to question. I've done interviews on this subject myself, independently, and I could tell you that people say, why don't they protest at the park? The last gentleman, a previous gentleman mentioned we protest at Baywalk is because there is the population there that's who we're trying to reach. It makes no sense to put us in Vinoy Park. What is the point of that? Why even go out? And if that makes and what we are deciding here is if it's okay to forfeit my guaranteed First Amendment rights for a maybe $6 million investment.
Thank you.
Mama T. Lassiter, community activist. Constitution, the man say enough of that. You can never say that when you got that flag hanging in its room. Baywalk is not making it because they don't have Macy's, they don't have Dillard's, they don't have any outlets. They have all of these little shops, just for tourists. It's a new day. But to you all, I'm going to remind you real nicely, you all work for us. And then y'all are in a race now where y'all want us to keep you, Kennedy? Why? You got to listen to what the people, the one that vote you in, what they say. And we say, don't give away our sidewalks.
Bad business. How about you guys understand what your customer base is? And maybe revitalize your approach to marketing? Because I feel like as a person who's slightly nomadic and I kind of go where the things attract me, I used to come to St. Pete a lot more. And I used to come down here a lot more and do a lot more things. There's a lot of art here, far better than Tampa. How about you feed the people who live in your city? Bring them the jobs, make it more affordable for them like this woman pointed out. Think outside of the box. In your marketing approach, in the way you run your business, in the way you treat your employees. There's not one recorded incident of a protester assaulting someone and making them unable to enter into a business in which they choose to go. And it is a free rights and a free speech issue. You do have the right to run your business. You do have the right to have people enter into your business. And we have the right as individuals to enter or to be scared and not enter. That's your choice. Get over it. I have the right to say what I want. Make an incentive for them to come in. If you feel the protesters are the problem, give them better incentive to get past the protesters. Money talks, incentive talks. You guys know that, you're business people. Figure it out.